further advantages from perfect wisdom. Sakra said, "So far, the Tathagata has not proclaimed all the qualities of the perfection of wisdom, qualities which one acquires by learning, studying, and repeating the perfection of wisdom. For how else could the limited amount of the perfection of wisdom, which I had learned from the Lord, have spread when just now the heretics and Mara were turned away?" The Lord said, "So it is, Kausika. Moreover, not only one who has learned, studied, and repeated the perfection of wisdom will have those qualities, but also one who worships a copy of it. He also, I teach, will have those advantages here and now." Sakra said, "I also will protect one who worships a copy of the perfection of wisdom, and still more so one who in addition learns, studies, and repeats it." The Lord said, "Well said, Kausika. Moreover, when someone repeats this perfection of wisdom, many hundreds of gods will come near, many thousands, many hundreds of thousands of gods, so as to listen to the Dharma. And when they hear the Dharma, those gods will want to induce a readiness to speak in that preacher of Dharma. Even when he is not willing to talk, the gods still expect that, through their respect for Dharma, a readiness to speak will be induced in him, and that he will feel urged to teach. This again is another quality which someone acquires just here and now when learning, studying, and repeating the perfection of wisdom. Moreover, the minds of those who teach this perfection of wisdom will remain uncowed in front of the four assemblies. They will have no fear of being plied with questions by hostile persons, for the perfection of wisdom protects them. Immersed in the perfection of wisdom, one does not see the hostility, nor those who act with hostility, nor those who want to be hostile. In that way, upheld by the perfection of wisdom, one remains unaffected by censure and fear. These qualities also someone acquires just here and now when learning, studying, and repeating the perfection of wisdom. In addition, he will be dear to his mother and father, to friends, relatives, and kinsmen, to Shramanas and Brahmanas. Competent he will be, and capable of refuting, in accordance with Dharma, any counter-arguments that may arise, and able to deal with counter-questions. These qualities also someone acquires just here and now when learning, studying, and repeating the perfection of wisdom. Moreover, Kausika, among the gods of the four great kings, those gods who have set out for full enlightenment will make up their minds to come to the place where someone has put up a copy of the perfection of wisdom and worships it. They will come, look upon the copy of this perfection of wisdom, salute it respectfully, pay homage to it, learn, study, and repeat it. Then they will depart again. And that applies to all the gods, up to the highest gods. And that son or daughter of a good family should wish that the gods, Nagas, Yakshas, Gandharvas, Asuras, Garudas, Kinnaras, Maharagas, men, and ghosts in the 10 directions and countless world systems should, with the help of this book, see the perfection of wisdom, salute it respectfully, pay homage to it, learn, study, and repeat it. That then they should return to their respective worlds, and that he should be able to give them just this gift of Dharma. You should not, however, think, Kausika, that only in this 4-continent world of the gods of the realm of sense desire and of the realm of form who have set out for full enlightenment will decide to come to that place. Not so, Kausika, should you view it. No. All the gods in the great Trichilakasm who have set out for full enlightenment will decide to come to that place. They will come, look upon the copy of this perfection of wisdom, salute it respectfully, pay homage to it, learn, study, and repeat it. Moreover, the house, room, or palace of the devotee of the perfection of wisdom will be well guarded. No one will harm him, except as a punishment for past deeds. This is another quality which one acquires just here and now. For very powerful gods and other supernatural beings will decide to come to that place. Sakra said, "How does one know that gods or other supernatural beings have come to that place to hear, etc., the perfection of wisdom?" The Lord said, "When one perceives somewhere a sublime radiance or smells a superhuman odor not smelled before, then one should know for certain that a god or other supernatural being has come near. Further, clean and pure habits will attract those gods, etc., and will make them enraptured, overjoyed, full of zest and gladness. But the divinities of minor power who had before occupied that place, they will decide to leave it, for they cannot endure the splendor, majesty, and dignity of those very powerful gods, etc. And as those very powerful gods, etc., will decide to come to him repeatedly, that devotee of the perfection of wisdom will gain an abundance of serene faith. This is another quality which that son or daughter of a good family will acquire just here and now. Further on, one should not form any unclean or impure habits within the circumference of that abode of the guide to Dharma. Otherwise, one's deep respect for it would remain incomplete. Moreover, the devotee of the perfection of wisdom will not be fatigued in either body or mind. At ease he lies down. At ease he walks about. In his sleep he will see no evil dreams. When he sees anything in his dreams, he will just see the Tathagatas, or Stupas, or Bodhisattvas, or disciples of the Tathagata. When he hears sounds, he will hear the sound of the perfections and of the wings to enlightenment. He will just see the trees of enlightenment, and underneath them the Tathagatas, while they wake up to full enlightenment. And likewise he will see how the fully enlightened turn the wheel of Dharma, and many bodhisattvas he will see, chanting just his perfection of wisdom, delighted by its chorus, which proclaims how all knowledge should be gained, how the Buddha field should be purified. He is shown the skill in means. He hears the sublime sound of the full enlightenment of the Buddhas, the Lords. In this direction, in this part of the world, in this world system, under this name, a Tathagata demonstrates Dharma, surrounded and accompanied by many thousands of bodhisattvas and disciples, nay, by many hundreds of thousands of neotas, of kotis, of bodhisattvas and disciples. When he has such dreams, he will sleep at ease. He will wake up at ease. Even when food is thrown into it, his body will still feel at ease and exceedingly light. No trend of thought will arise in him from excessive eagerness for food. He will take only a mild interest in food. A devotee of the perfection of wisdom has no strong desire for food, and only a mild interest in it, even as a monk who practices yoga and who has emerged from trance, because his thoughts overflow with other interests. For, to the extent that he has given himself up to the devotion of the development of the perfection of wisdom, to that extent heavenly beings will provide him with heavenly food. These qualities also does one acquire, even here and now. But again, Kausika, if someone has made a copy of the perfection of wisdom and worships it, but does not learn, study, and repeat it, and if someone else truly believes in the perfection of wisdom, trustingly confides in it, and resolutely intent on it, serene in his faith, his thoughts raised to enlightenment, in earnest intent, hears it, learns it, bears it in mind, recites it, and studies it, spreads, demonstrates, explains, expounds, and repeats it, illuminates it in detail for others, uncovers its meaning, investigates it with his mind, and, using his wisdom to the fullest, thoroughly examines it, copies it and preserves it and stores away the copy, so that the good Dharma might last long, so that the guide of the Tathagatas might not be annihilated, so that the good Dharma might not disappear, so that the bodhisattvas, the great beings, might continue to be assisted, since their guide will not fail, and finally honors and worships this perfection of wisdom. Then the latter begets the greater merit. He should be imitated by those who want to acquire these distinguished qualities here and now, and they should truly believe in the perfection of wisdom, etc., because their guide will not fail. He will resolve to share it with those who desire it. So the great eye of the guide of Buddhas will not fail, either for him or for others who are in quest of virtue. In addition, the perfection of wisdom should at all times be honored and worshipped.